Well, well, well. Welcome to Formula 7 Realistic. We are here in China. What a Grand Prix it's going to be. 21 Formula 2 drivers on the grid for today's race. And what an absolute cracker it should be. So, Pat Moore in the Dams will be the first driver to settle up, and we'll see what he can do here in this beautiful Chinese circuit. So, Pat Moore in the Dams, and then you got Rob's Boy in the Trident. He will be one of the other drivers to come through. So, Rob's Boy, the number 32 driver, but it is Pat Moore that will be to the line first on his debut here in Formula 2. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Just let me get rid of that. So you can see the drivers and just making sure we've got everything working. I've took quite a bit of it away, but it's still working hard to make everything work. There we go. Yep, beautiful. So on board with the Dams drivers, he comes down towards turn of 14. He will be the first driver to set a lap back onto the throw, and a little slip of the rears there as we come through turn 16 now, and then it is a short run up to the line for Pat Moore, and it is a 1:42.5 for Pat Moore. And then we had another driver, I think it was Rob's Boy. He went back into the pit lane, and Max Esterson, it said, then stopped on track. It's very no game audio. What the hell? Oh, I changed it to LMU. I'm sorry, I changed it to LMU the other day. Let me change it back to Formula 1, you guys. There we go. So that should sort it back out. I changed the audio from F1 to LMU. So that is Pat Moore. Then Pulse Luxury in the other Dams is up to P2. A Giant Stick in the High Tech up to P3. Alfie Edwards in the Invicta. XD Stones, Johnny Bravo, Solar Cindy, and then Drazen. And there's another Trident driver stopping on track. Yaya in the AIX Racing is on an outlap, but it is Solar Cindy who has invalidated it. Drazen will be next. He's just coming through Sector 2, so let's see what the MP Motorsport driver off the track for the Prima. I messed up my first lap. Oh, I'm racing in LMU tomorrow. Oh, nice. Oh, I'm tired. I've had about 3 hours sleep. I've been in work all day. Oh, it's been a long one. It's been a long one. So on board with Drazen, Pat Morrow 142.1 goes even quicker here in China. 21 drivers on track. I think Trubo is doing F1. So down in towards turn 14, and he has got a driver behind him. So and he runs wide, and he comes back on track right in front of him. Oh, that's a shame. Drazen needs to be careful here. He's completely blocking that driver on a lap, and he's run wide again. And and he nearly smashes into him. What are we doing here? That was Pulse Luxury that got to the line, but I don't understand what Drazen was doing there. That was really, really poor. He went off twice and then came back on twice and nearly took the driver out. It was really poor. He needs to be really careful. So only 5 minutes to go. Why does it keep saying there's a driver stopped on track? I'm going to turn that off 1 second. Because that's annoying me now. You know what, Reese? I don't actually know, mate. So Yaya, Card Elf, NMX James, Drazen. So I think Yaya will be next as he comes around turn 13 in the AIX racing. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to race F2. You're banned from F1, Reese. So I don't see why you wouldn't be able to race F2. I mean, if you want an invite, you can try and jump in and see. But you've not got long left, to be honest, mate. You might miss qualifying. So Yaya, the man from Sweden, coming around the final corner, and then it's a short run up to the line, and Yaya goes fastest, a 141.9 here in China. Yaya, Wobbly Lizard in the Invicta, is currently in P20. Yeah, I don't really know. I just see Mark's message as well. I don't really know what the rules regarding it for. Like, his ban is from F1, so yeah, I wouldn't see any reason why he wouldn't be able to do it. But I don't know. I might be wrong, but we'll sort it out afterwards anyway. If you want to join, then we can get you in and then see what we can do afterwards and see what the rules and regulations are regarding that, because that's something personally that I've never come across. So there's going to be times and situations where we don't know the answer. The lobby is open to friends, by the way. XD Storms and Drazen, and that is Yaya Pitmore, Pulse Luxury, NMX James is up to P4 in the ART. And then we do have another driver coming to the line. XD Storms in the VAR. Card Elf, you've got Edward and Gravangan. Edward just starting his lap. Gravangan. You got the Rodin Motorsport driver, Mr. Reese, and Banter Brandon, Mr. Reese in the AIX. Yellow flag is waving. There's a driver just off the track. So there's only a minute or so remaining. Sorry, I'm trying to collect the stats and the data as well. Yeah, a minute and 30 of qualifying to go. Banter Brandon starts his lap. Mr. Reese is on a lap. Gravangan is just in front. A Giant Stick has retired. A Giant Stick has crashed it in Sector 1. There we go. Black and white flag as well for Drazen. He's cutting the corners. This is really interesting. You might have to be pretty quick here, Reese. I don't know if you're going to get in time. Qualifying ends in 1 minute. So XD Storms. Gravangan up to P6. XD Storms is up to P2. Sorry, Edward is up to P2. XD Storms is currently on provisional pole. Wow, XD Storms on provisional pole with 40 seconds of qualifying remaining. Maxi Block goes P5. The Rodin Motorsport driver. Banter Brandon will be next. No, I still can't find you, mate. I'm missing qualifying. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna get in time, mate. He's still not showing. So Banner Brandon, Zero Cool goes just to the line and just makes it. Banner Brandon coming through. Yeah, I'll try and get you in, mate, but you're not showing. Solar Cindy, that is Johnny Bravo off the track. Oliver the Moles, P10 for Oliver the Moles. Rob's Boy, Wobbly Lizard, Kevin Gamer, and Zero Cool. Johnny Bravo retiring, that is it. That is Card Elf, Rob's Boy, Banner Brandon, Mr. Reese is on another lap, I think, as well. XD Storms is currently on provisional pole. All the drivers now starting to retire. The drivers coming through for their final runs. So, yeah, Pat Moore trying to get a sneaky toe. Mr. Reese is half a second up. Alfie Edwards is going on a lap. Card Elf has pulled up. Kevin Gamer and Zero Cool. It is still all to play for, but it looks like XD Storms might be taking provisional pole here in China. I don't know what happened there. Just not showing up, mate. So Kevin Gamer and Zero Cool will be the final two drivers to the line before the race starts. Zero Cool goes P19. Kevin Gamer to the line, and that is it for qualifying. Yeah, no worries, Reese. Oh, there you go. You just joined. Pick a seat, quick. Pick a seat. So I don't know what Kevin Gamer is doing here. Qualifying is now over, but it's actually kind of lucky that he is doing this because it might give Reese a chance to actually get into a seat. Kevin, that is it. Qualifying is over. Let's move on to the race. And I'll just do the stats as well at the end of qualifying. 22 F2 drivers on the grid. I think Reese is in now, isn't he? So he would automatically be put in a seat for the race anyway, wouldn't he? There you go. Beautiful stuff. Right, Reese in the pit lane. Wait for Reese to retire. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, so that's what he was doing. Nice. So Kevin Gamer was just waiting to give Reese a chance to get in. So once Reese retires, I think he'll just probably load a setup and then retire. Beautiful. There we go. Right, let me quickly do the stats, guys. 1 second. Shanghai. Oh, no. Formula 2 realistic. Why is it not? Sorry, 1 second. Oh, it's because somebody... Oh. That's annoying. So because somebody else logged in 13 minutes ago, it's unsynced my game. For God's sake. So the data and the stats haven't saved. Oh, that's so annoying. God's sake. One minute, guys. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the data. 1 second. It's all ballsed up now. Yeah, it's knackered. Salute. God. What the hell? Right, I don't know any of the drivers. God's sake. It's not put any of the data in. None of the driver names. For God's sake. Who was P2 and who was P19 and who was... Yeah, please, please, I beg you, don't start going on Racing League Tours whilst we're in races. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's caught no data. It's managed to get the lap time and that's it. Right. Alright, 1 minute, guys. Whilst we're on formation lap, I'm going to have to try and put all the names in. Yeah, Maxi, Patmore, Gravangan, Pulse Luxury, NMX James, Solus, Cindy, Wobbly Lizard, Mr. Reese, Oliver Knowles, Banter Brandon, A Giant Stick, Alfie Edward, Rob's Boy, Kevin Gamer, Card Elf, Zero Q, beautiful, Drazen, it's got Drazen in 21, Drazen, oh no, it's Drazen is in 21, where have we, oh, what has happened here? Kevin Gamer 17, Card Elf 18, Johnny Bravo 19, Drazen 20, no, Zero Cool 20, for God's sake. Right, there we go. No, it's good, Sully. I've got it all. I've got it from the formation lap. Right, there we go. So all the drivers are getting ready. Formation lap is on. A lot of the drivers are back on the grid. Edward, NMX James, Oliver the Most, Card Elf, and Johnny Bravo all waiting on the grid to go. A big race to come here in China. Oh, Kevin Game is disconnected. Oh, there's a couple more drivers that just left the session there. And just so you know, if anybody is wondering, it's definitely not connection issues to the lobby because I'm running 900 megabits per second for this reason. Pulse Luxury, NMX James, Pat Moore, Card Elf, Johnny Bravo, Oliver DeMose, and Edward all starting on these slow tyres. Here we go for round 2 here in China. So Formula 2 realistic here in Formula 7 racing. And we're about to get underway. It is XD Storms that will start on the front row of the Chinese Grand Prix. And here we go. And it's lights out and away we go. XD Storms. Yeah, Edward's been disqualified. What was gone on here? Edward has been disqualified. Banter Brandon, Kevin Gamer has been swallowed up. His AI car and around goes a driver. That is Gravangan and Patmore. Patmore in the dams being overtaken by Gravangan, the man from Denmark, going up the inside. Then comes Patmore, pulls Luxury, Solar Cindy, NMX James, the two Invicta drivers swap around. And that is Gravangan now up to P4, and that is Patmore all the way to the back of this grid. What has happened to Patmore? Why is the speed? Oh, that's shouldn't be up. Alfie Edwards being overtaken by Mr. Reese, who goes down the inside. This is a real shame for Edward. What has happened? So Mr. Reese in the AIX are moving in front of Alfie Edwards, and the two Invicta drivers are chasing down the grid. And it nearly ended in tears. There we have it. Maxi Block and Yaye swapping places. That is a giant stick that goes in front of Banter Brandon. The Campos driver being overtaken by the Hi-Tech. Can he respond as he tries to get his foot down? Kevin Gamer is back in. Patmore is out. Yeah, that's why I don't like getting reserves in, because they just look just retired on track and left. Like, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore, getting reserves in that I don't know. So the Campos driver, Banter Brandon. There goes Solar Cindy through on Pulse Luxury. Banter Brandon is back through on a giant stick. Gravangan on Rose Boys. He's all the way down the grid to P16. He made so much progress at the start, but it's all been undone in a blink of an eye. 16 laps of racing. Yaye up to P3. Maxi Block is making steady progress in that road in motorsport. And Drazen is overtaken. Giant stick. Oh, they've collided, and that was Card Elf that went into the back of him. The other high-tech driver, I think, nearly went into the back of his teammate. So the two AIX drivers are in really strong positions, as well as the Invicta. Gravangan making his way through on Zero Cool. Wobbly Lizard in the Invicta on the back of his teammate. Who knows what will happen from here? 2 out of the 16 laps completed. So Gravangan and Rob's Boy both have front wing damage. I think Reese has also got front wing damage. Let's have a look. He has got front wing damage. So that's a real shame for him or his Formula 2 debut. And that is the other Invicta driver that goes through. And a Wobbly Lizard on his teammate gets the overtake. But Alfie Edwards is going to try and come back here. As we go in towards turn 16, settles in behind him. A couple of drivers on warnings now with that DRS enabled. And here comes Oliver de Mose in the Campos down in towards turn 1. Is he going to go up the inside? He thinks about it. Card Elf on Gravangan. And then you've got Pulse Luxury in the dams. Banter Brandon and Oliver de Mose. The two teammates are squabbling now. 2 Invicta to 2 Campos behind. And they are both going to attack Alfie Edwards down through turn 5 and 6. Pulse Luxury and Solar Cindy go wheel to wheel. The Prima Racing driver is in front of the dams. And he goes up the inside. They do go around the outside. Goes Pulse Luxury. What a move from Pulse Luxury. Absolutely stunning here in China. Fantastic stuff, the aerial shots, and now the 2 Campos drivers are still going at it. Drazen is throwing Alfie Edwards, that Invicta driver just dropping like a stone in water. Oh, and he looks, oh, and that's naughty. That's Drazen, what are you doing, man? Come on. I don't mean that in a bad way, but there's a couple of things that I've seen in just the short qualifying when you went off track twice, came back on in front of the driver, then nearly took him out, and then that there, like, come on, mate. We've got to be a little bit better than that. I know you're a good driver because you've got speed and stuff, but come on. Let's keep it clean out there. Enjoy it, but keep it clean. Look, and another. What are you doing, Drazen? I'm starting to think this is on purpose. I really don't mean to be nasty. You know me, guys. I really don't, and I'm sorry if that's the way it's coming across. But I just want everybody to have a good race. That's all. So, Giant Stick, Gravangan, Swapping Blazers, Pulse Luxury, yeah, Max Bock and XD Storms. Yeah, Zero Cool raced at the weekend, mate. Did he also race tier 2? Because I've got him in the system. They're in the system. Yeah, he's definitely raced because they can't be in the system unless they've raced. It might have been ACC that he raced, but he's definitely raced. Yeah, I think it was ACC actually. So XD Storms is 7 temps clear of Maxi Block. So you can see the drivers. Oh, and he's already into the box. 49% on that front left. That is what happens when you start on the soft compound tyres. Mr. Reese is the same. He also started on the soft. So interesting strategy, but he's going to go for the undercut. Venomets James is going to stay out. His tyres are a little bit better, but not too much. If he can get one more lap out of them softs and then move on to maybe hards, who knows? And Pulse Luxury looking for a move at the inside of Yaya. No, Harvey, they weren't. They were really poor. So Pulse Luxury now into the podium places. And we can see the way the driver is racing. You can see the way they just throttle out of that corner, because if you put your foot down too heavy, you'll lose the back end. And now he's going to try and make the move down in towards turn 15 into the slipstream. Has that DRS, and this is where he will try to get the overtake. He does go for the lunge up the inside, and Pulse Luxury side by side with Yaya. Oh, and he's had a huge snap coming out of the chicane in towards turn 16 at the left hand, and they've both gone into the pit lane, and they do touch and they're squabbling. And can he do a Max Verstappen through the pit lane? He's going to try, and absolutely does. XD Storms has picked up a 10-second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane. This is crazy. Drazen is out. He's crashed it. I don't know where he's crashed. In fact, no, he's retired on track. My apologies. So, yeah, what a debut for him here. That will be, unfortunately, the final time. Yeah, just retired on track coming out of turn 14. So, a couple of the pit stops are now complete. 6 laps down. He has apologised, to be fair to him. He has apologised. He said sorry about it. It was his first time driving F2, but it was just a real shame and to cause a couple of collisions the way he did and qualifying in the race and then retiring on track. And oh, that's a huge lunge. Wow, a giant stick went so late. And Gravang went through and a giant stick has picked up a 10-second time penalty as well. Drivers speeding into the pit lane. Reese is driving F2. 7 laps of racing down. Remember, Reese will need a new front wing. And he's struggling with the rear of that F2. It's a completely different ball game, and he'll be enjoying this. It's different for him. He's probably not raced F2 ever before. I don't know. He might have done, actually. Maxi Block with the undercut. Where is he going to come out? So the Belgium driver now up to P7 after completing the undercut. XT Storms also in front, but he does have a 10-second time penalty. So Wobbly Lizard is your race leader for the moment. That is a yellow flag. Oh, if that was a safety car, that would have been different. There's a driver. I think it's Johnny Bravo. And Johnny Bravo has said that he will struggle with the Formula 2 cars tonight, but he's giving it a go. And the grid starting to spread out a little bit. There's still some good racing that we've seen so far. Oh, and that was a track limit violation for Wobbly Lizard. His first track limit violation. If it was his second, it would have given him a black and white flag. So here comes Mr. Reese like a rocket ship down into turn 15. Sorry, turn 14 and then 15. Oh, a little snap of the rears there for the AIX driver. Wobbly Lizard has left the session from the lead. No. Wobbly Lizard, what is going on? He's trying to blend in. They say they adapt to their environments. Well, that's what Wobbly Lizard is trying to do here. So 3 temps, and that is Pulse Luxury. Pulse Luxury's onto the grass. Wow, that was close to a crash. The Dams Lucas Oil driver down to P12. And here comes Oliver de Mose chasing down your leader of Wobbly Lizard in the Invicta. Yeah, I've sent you 2 invites, mate. So we are halfway through this Formula 2 race. It's still anybody's. Zero Cool is now out as well. Luckily, he did do it in the pit lane, so all good. And that is Oliver de Mose, now your race leader in the Campos. Let's have a look at his tyres. They are doing very well, they're mediums. He can probably go for quite a long time here. What about Banter Brandon? He's the same, but he's got front wing damage. And look at his tyres, 47% on the front left. Oliver de Mose only 33. And they're on the same strategy. Just goes to show, if you look after them tyres, they'll look after you. Wobbly Lizard is back in. So 4 attempts, XD Storms behind Maxi Block. We can see the tyre strategy of the drivers. So Maxi Block on a lap older than the drivers around him. And he is on the back of his teammate. I do wonder, look at this, Kevin Gamer is moving across. That is exactly what I was about to say. Will Kevin Gamer move across and then defend? Oh! He's collided with his own teammate. Can you believe what we've just seen? Kevin Gamer trying to move out of the way and defend has taken out his own teammate who is on an undercut. Unbelievable scenes here in Shanghai. My. And that is when teamwork does not make the dream work. And Banner Brandon and Cardelf into the pit lane. They cannot wait any longer for a potential safety car with 6 laps to go. And Banner Brandon is going to get a new front wing. Leandro Trossard with the old friend requesties. Fresh tyres onto that Formula 2. Beautiful little miniature Red Bull, like a little Lego car. So Oliver De Moles leads by 4 seconds. And Alfie Edwards now up to P12 in that Invicta. A lot of these drivers are going to be very quick with these fresh rubbers. So Pulse Luxury all over the rear diffuser of Mr. Reese. Pulls over to the right hand side. He goes for the overtaking now. Yaye on Maxi Block. Sweden versus Belgium. Can Maxi respond? He cannot, and neither can Mr. Reese. Oliver De Moles still in the lead of this Grand Prix, but he has not yet completed his pit stop. That is a yellow flag now. Imagine a safety car come for Oliver De Moles. That would be a game changer. It would be a race winning situation. And there is a driver that's gone right off the track. And it is Solar Cindy. Solar Cindy in the Prima. It's into the gravel. He's gone very far into the gravel there. Wow. Solar Cindy not having the best of races here in China. And into the pit lane he goes, locking up, and that is another yellow flag. And Solar Cindy, not sure what he was attempting there. So Maxi Block half a second behind Yaye. The F2 Merchant has bottled it. I've not seen F2 Merchant racing yet. Nah, he's a good driver, Solar. Well, from what I've seen once in one of the races, he's raced a few times, but I think it was his first ever race. He looked really good. I've not seen that since. None of the flashes of his debut, but he is a very good driver on his day. Rob's boy in the Trident, just plodding along with his teammate Reese Dye behind him. Here comes Maxi Block, just a tenth of a second down the inside. Maxi Block in front, and Yaye returns. Yaye in the AIX is in front of the Rodin Motorsport driver, Wobbly Lizard, and Oliver De Moles. Into the pit lane we go. Beautiful stuff. So 5 laps to go here in this Formula 2 Championship. You can see anybody with a red exclamation mark is a penalty. A yellow is a warning. So that is a fight for the lead. XD Storms with that 10-second time penalty is now your race leader. And then my pedals die. I won 2 races I raced last season. Yeah, decent solo. I said you were a good driver. You've seen glimmers of it. Glimpses of good races like last season. You've seen a little glimpse of a good race. So, yeah, with Maxi Block and NMX James on his tail. Maxi Block pulled off an unbelievable strategy last Wednesday when he managed to not pit and get to the end of the race and win by about 14 seconds. I don't think he won, sorry. I think he finished on the podium. He might have won, actually. But a great strategy. And here comes NMX James. He's looking for a way through. And now here comes Maxibot down in towards turn 14. He'll go around the outside. He'll switch it back up the inside and somebody's hit him. Was that NMX James that hit him? Does he have damage? He does. And that was his front wing that he lost. And these two will squabble. And this will be music to Yaye's ears. And Pulse Luxury is on the charge behind, setting fastest laps and purple sectors. Down in towards turn 1 at the right-hander. NMX James will back out. Maxibot leaves the space. Beautiful wheel-to-wheel racing. But Pulse Luxury is catching both of these drivers as Maxi and NMX James go at it for round 2. And they get closer than ever before. And the Rodin Motorsport driver with his nose ahead. But that is not going to stop NMX James from trying to make the move. But he cannot get back in front with that broken front wing. Now Yaya is 1.1 seconds clear, and he will be happy about this. Banter Brandon chasing down the high-tech driver of Card Elf. Show gap to the leader. Got to the leader. Yeah, to the leader. XD Storms. He needs a 10-second gap, XD Storms, in that VAR. He's got 6.1 with 3 laps remaining. And that is Maxi and Pulse Luxury. And I tell you what, NMX James with that front wing damage is managing to stay ahead. But it's not going to be for long. Look at the tyres. Maxi got 57% on that front left. And I think Card Elf has made a mistake. And up the inside, the old switchback from Pulse Luxury is Luxury. And the Dams driver is through. Now he's going to chase down NMX James. You can see the tyre performance on the right hand side. You can see where they're up to. And you can see the tyres. The freshest tyres are them of NMX James, but he does have front wing damage. So 2.5 laps to go. This race is the lobby should be open for Formula 1 shortly, as soon as we're finished here. And I'm going to have to quickly try and swap accounts and get in to join Super Turbo. Yellow flag, Reese is out. Oh, Reese has crashed it. It's not going to be a safety car at this point. But he has crashed it right off over there to the right hand side. Wow. So that is our 6th DNF, no, 5th DNF and 1 DSQ. NMX James is trying to get a podium with front wing damage. Unbelievable. We are on to the penultimate lap, and NMX James is up to P3. Pulse Luxury will try and swoop it back. Yaya is on for the race victory with that 10-second time penalty of XD Storms. So it looks like Yaya might take the victory by default here. Oh, and that is a 3-second time penalty for Johnny Bravo. Maxi Bot will want Pulse Luxury and NMX James to have a little scrap. And then he can seize an opportunity for an overtake. But with them tyres and with the tyre degradation on that car, he will hope that these two come to blows down the straight. And XD Storms is now 7.1 seconds clear of Yaya with a 10-second time penalty as they're about to go on to the final lap. Here comes Pulse Luxury. And Pulse Luxury into the slipstream of NMX James. And remember, this is for podium places. Through goes Pulse Luxury, the Irishman of NMX James. Having to resort back to P4, NMX James will receive a trophy for last season very soon for his Tier 3 Championship campaign. But he might be losing out on a podium here today. I did just order his trophy today, actually. So NMX James is going to come back down towards turn 1 and he just backs out. Yaya and XD Storm still staying closely together, and Oliver de Moses from Mr. Reese. The two Tier 2 drivers. Oh, and that was a little bit of a lag there. So, Pulse Luxury back into the podiums. And it looks like he might do enough to win this race, Yaya, and stay with XD Storms. It has been a great Formula 2 Grand Prix here in China. 22 drivers, a full house. So coming around turn 12. And NMX James has fallen to a second behind Pulse Luxury. And that means Pulse Luxury might have it in the bag, but he's made a mistake. Oh, and he's made another slight mistake as well. Don't throw it away now. Wow, that was very close to losing it. XD Storms is going to be the first driver across the finish line, but I don't think he's going to be the driver to take the victory in Shanghai. So XD Storms around turn 16. And then a run up to the line. XD Storms will cross the line first, but it will be the man from Sweden. And Yaya, the AIX driver, will come through to win the Chinese Grand Prix. Pulse Luxury will take P2, and NMX James has missed out on a podium by 0.2 of a second. Wow. XD Storms kept a podium by 0.2. Gravangan and Mr. Reese to the line. Wobbly Lizard and Alfie Edwards, Banter Brandon and Cardell for Giant Stick. And that is Banter Brandon up to P10, so he gets a point on the board. Rob's Boy will take P14. Kevin Gamer will come through, and then Johnny Bravo. We'll just get the final results and standings. I know, yeah, Reese has had a PC for a while now. Please don't leave the lobby just yet, guys. Oh, Maxi Block has left. Just because sometimes it messes up the standings. Just give us 2 seconds, please. Sometimes it puts you to the back of the grid if you leave. And then I have to manually adjust everything. If Johnny Bravo just gets a move on, we do have a Formula 1 race we need to get to. And I need to get off this game, swap accounts, get back on and everything. If we could just hurry up, please, mate. Thank you. The invites were supposed to be out 10 minutes ago. Brilliant. Johnny Bravo with a finish. Very nicely done from the Prima driver. After all of that, he still manages to get to the line and get a race finish under his belt. Brilliant stuff. Well done, Johnny Bravo. So let's just get the final standings, the driver of the day, and your podiums. There you have it. Wow, what's this race? Shanghai. Suitable season not found. Move to current season. Obviously, what is going on here? Why is it not a suitable season found? Oh my god, have I set up a Formula 1 lobby? Oh, what is this? No, I don't think I have. What is going on? Why is it messing up like this? It's messed up again. There you have it. Yaya wins to Pulse Luxury, XD Storms, NMX James, Maxi Block, Oliver Moles, Gravanga, Mr. Reese, Wobbly Lizard, Banter Brandon, Alfie Edwards, Card Elf, Giant Stick, Rob's Boys, Kevin Gamer, Johnny Bravo, 17 is Reese. Then Solar Cindy, Zero Cool, Drazen, Pitmore, Edward. Driver of the day. I'm going to give it to Pulse Luxury. Right, thank you very much, guys. We'll be back on live for Formula 1 in just a moment. And let me see, have I got all the standings for that? Right, thank you, guys. Take care. See you in a second and get F1 up and running.